there. Let's speak now to Tom Maoli. He's a New Jersey entrepreneur, a personal friend of Donald Trump. He was a member of the Trump presidential campaign finance team. He's in New Jersey. Tom, very good to talk to you. We very rarely get the chance to talk frankly to people really close to the president.
Well, you got one. I'm on the air, and thanks for having me on.
Well, give us an insider view. I mean, from the outside, I have to tell you, we have this sense the White House is like a building that's permanently on fire, with everybody running around screaming. And when there isn't enough drama, the president gets on Twitter and creates some more drama. How does it look when you know the president, when you have his ear?
Well, listen, I think, I think you got to just peel back the onion and look at what's important. And what's important here is the economy and what's going on in the U.S. I mean, we have the greatest, we're in the midst of one of the greatest economies in the history of this country. Interest rates are at an all-time low. Consumer confidence is high. People are buying, people are spending. The job numbers are spectacular. They're at all-time lows. I mean, look at the stock market today. We are at historical highs. So, to me, we can talk about impeachment all we want. And, clearly, this is like you're in the middle of a Super Bowl and you want to take Tom Brady, who's your star quarterback, out of the game and you're winning. So I'm not so sure that I understand why the Democrats want to do this. But clearly, I would understand that, if I was against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl and they were winning, I would clearly want him out of the game also.
Tom, even his opponents, of course, will acknowledge some of what you say, but some of those figures are disputed. But this is also a president who had his personal lawyer running a shadow American foreign policy designed to help the president politically and smear or remove anyone who got in the way.
Well, listen, no one's perfect, and I think that there's some things
perfect.
Yeah, I think, listen, I think that the jury's still out as to the facts. And, we really, there's no credibility to the witness as we sit here today. So we have to get to the bottom of it. We have to, this is America, and, you're innocent until you're proven guilty. And I think we need to give the president of the United States, who is holding the highest office, the same stature that everyone else would get. And that's innocent until proven guilty.
Tom, that takes us to a point, I guess. He must feel, and you will know this, like he can do anything. I mean, he's basically a reality TV star with a very checkered business career who's got the most important job in the world. Despite all that, he's said and done things which horrify many people, including now a $2 million fine for misusing for political purposes money that people thought they were giving to charity. But he can afford $2 million, can't he? Is that how he feels still, Tom? And does he feel like nothing can really touch him?
No, I don't think so. I think if you really know the man like I do, he's a stand-up guy. He sticks to his word. He does what he says he's going to do. He's doing everything he said he was going to do when he ran for his campaign. I don't think that he thinks he's invincible. He clearly is an honorable man. And, this whole $2 million charity issue, you have to peel back the onion and look at the facts. The facts is that the investigation only proved that he didn't manage the paperwork properly. The monies went towards charity. He didn't manage the paperwork properly. And listen, when you're a man of that stature, I'm an entrepreneur. I run multiple companies. I own car dealerships. I do real estate development. You have other people that are working for you. You have hundreds of people and thousands of people that are working for you, and you rely on them to do the right thing. And sometimes they don't. And I think that's what you're looking at here.
Tom, even if all that's true, he has a problem, doesn't he, which could really hurt him. A majority of Americans surveyed are now telling opinion pollsters that they want to see the president impeached, and his approval ratings among Americans as a whole are historically low. Does he not recognize he is in terrible trouble?
Well, listen, I think he recognizes there's an issue with the American public, but I think, listen, I think that there's, you have the undertow, which are the Democrats, and they're trying to impeach him and they want him out. But then you have the waves that are pouring on the beach every single day. Look at the jobs numbers, look at the economy. You go in a restaurant and historically it was Saturday and Sunday nights or Friday and Saturday nights, the restaurants were packed, and the rest of the week they were empty. Now it's every day. I mean, everywhere you go, the economy is booming. People are happy. People are spending. And really, at the end of the day, that's how they're gonna pull that voting handle. They based upon their pocketbooks, and I really think that he's going to get back in. I don't think they're going to impeach him, and I think he's getting back in.
And all that, you think, makes it okay that he got on the phone to an American ally to Ukraine, and while military aid was suspended. This is military aid to an American ally menaced by Russia. He asked the Ukrainian leader for a favor. He asked him to do something that Mr. Trump thought would help him win the White House next year. That's an impeachable offense on the face of it.
Well, clearly, if he did that, it's an impeachable offense, but the jury's still out.
Makes it clear, Tom, he did that.
Well, we don't have the facts yet. We haven't seen the testimony.
Even the partial note makes it clear.
And the whistleblower, the whistleblower has not come forward with testimony that is credible as we sit here today. Listen, again.
The transcript is done by somebody independent sitting in the corner of the room. You must know that, Tom. It's nothing to do with the whistleblower.
Well, we have to give the President of the United States the same thing that we would give everyone else, the same thing that you would want, and that is innocent until proven guilty. Let them go through the process and let them figure it out. I don't think they're going to find anything. I really don't. I think the man is a stand-up man. I think he does what he says he's going to do, and I think at the end of the day, he has the American people are his number one priority. The election is coming around the corner, and like I said before, clearly the Democrats want him out. They want to get back in office and they want to take control. And I think they're going to try anything.
Well, you're a stand-up guy for defending him, Tom Maoli. Thank you very much for coming on and doing that.
Well, thank you for having me on. And like I said, I think everybody should get out there. And I think if you ask me, the biggest risk that Americans stand today is not electing this man and putting him back in office, because we're on a roll. We're at the stock market is at the highest level that it has ever been in the history of this country. 401ks are bursting at the seams.
Tom, you kind of said that. You kind of said that already. Forgive me. I'd like you to come on again, if you will.
I would love to be on again, and I would love to talk further when we have more time about it, because I believe that the American people are behind the president.
All right. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.